She done fell in the traps, now she shifting the fate.
Every slip was set up for her next prize. Not your poor truth with a joke on the side. No filth, no fluff, just soul and mix. Every story got a chill, every bag got a fix. She waiting wet from heartbreak to hustle, from fun in the dark to fun in the muscle. So if you watching, better open your ears, cause the realest lessons come wrapped in them tears. Take heed to the message, you gon' feel this vibe. Real talk, no fat, just the truth and lies. Been through the fire, now she speak that flame. Laugh through the pain, but she still got pain. Everyday life with a twist and a trend. Tears through jokes where the hill begin. She break it down real, never play pretend. Take heed to the message, lessons through the lens.
Shout out to 1000 Watts Radio, baby. Y'all get in there, like and subscribe to that brother's channel.
It's life uncut with a side to grace. See your voice in your ear when the world's in your face.
So laugh if you want, cry if you need.
But one thing for sure,
You gon' take heed.
Cause she been through the mess, now she blessed in the crowd, with truth in the chest, and the head still proud.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yes, good morning. We about to start some trouble this morning, y'all. Listen, the title of this foolery this morning, okay? The title of this foolery this morning is Pastor Charles.E. Bell had one of the members of the church dragged out, okay? Dragged out by sheriff deputies, okay? Alleged. Trigger warning, everybody. A lot of us will be offended today, okay? A lot of us will be offended today. So I did not know that this happens in churches. That when people are, I guess, the church want to disassociate themselves with members, okay? They take them to court and they send them a letter telling them they can no longer attend church. Now, mind you, all these people that we're going to hear from, these are all elders. Some of these people probably in their late 70s, 80s, you know what I'm saying? And they have been going to this church for many years. And I did not know that they do this to elderly black families, okay? So listen, let's be clear that Yahweh is not in these churches. Let's be clear. Let's understand that part, okay? Where you can just disgrace elderly people like this. Let's be clear that Yahweh is not in these churches, okay? And so Pastor Charles.E. Bell came into this church and said, we gonna do it my way or the highway. Alleged. But he said, we gonna do it my way or the highway, okay? Now, before we get to the main event, I have some foolery to share with y'all, okay? Now, if you don't know me, that's okay, all right? I'm not famous yet, baby, okay? So my show name is Take Heed to the Message, and my given name is Abang Anwa. It just means queen, okay? From my husband. Shout out to my husband. We gonna talk about some other nonsense today, and plus Charles.E. Bell, the pastor, okay? Good morning, everybody who is in the chat. How are you? To also my people in the chat who don't hit the like button, okay? Be nice, okay? Be nice. Stephen said fair use. Good morning, 18. Good morning, Stephen. How are you? Let's get into the foolery this morning, okay? Good morning, everybody. Be respectful. Hit that like button. You done came into the chat. Clean your feet, baby. Clean your feet. Hit that like button. Now, this is the first foolery of the day, okay? First foolery of the day, baby, okay? Now, oh my God. Let's get into this. Now, this is what is on the YouTubian streets this morning, okay? This was on the YouTubian streets this morning. Shout out to Jeffrey Media. Okay. Shout out to this young brother. I love his content. But this is what he said that was on X. Okay. That President Trump dropped this on X yesterday. This is what he said. Check out what he said.
Trump seems to have had enough of these people attacking ICE agents. He posted this on Truth Social. I am on my way back from Texas and watching in disbelief as thugs were violently throwing rocks and bricks at ICE officers while they were moving down a roadway in their car and/or official vehicle. Tremendous damage was done to these brand new vehicles. I know for a fact that these officers are having a hard time with allowing this to happen, in that it shows such total disrespect for law and order. Therefore, I am directing Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem and Border Czar Tom Homan to instruct all ICE, Homeland Security, or any other law enforcement officer who is on the receiving end of throwing rocks, bricks, or any other forms of assault to stop their car and arrest these slime balls, using whatever means necessary to do so. I am giving total authorization for ICE to protect itself, just like they protect the public. I never want to see a card-carrying law enforcement officer attacked again. Authorization immediately granted for arrest and incarceration. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Just a reminder, I have a free email newsletter where I go into more detail on many of these topics.
Shout out to Jeffrey Media because, okay, so I thought it was X. So Truth Social. President Trump dropped that on Truth Social. And I'm going to share something with you. I don't blame President Trump for what he said. Because why are y'all throwing rocks at ICE agents? Why are you throwing rocks at their cars and this and that? And these people are just trying to do their job. Soraya, good morning. Green Beans, I see you. Good morning. So why are you throwing rocks at these people? They're just doing their job. I don't know where we have turned around and started making ICE agents gangsters. Where do they do that at? Okay? Where do they do that at? We have turned around and made ICE agents gangsters. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. These people are just doing their job. Okay? And I want y'all to hear a young boy who is 14 years old. And he dissects this better than a grown person. Check this out, what he said. This is what I found him this morning. I said, this young baby makes sense right here. Here we go.
I just want to say something real quick. These people, my parents are from Cuba, and when we saw them marching in, we recognized a chant that was something that the communists actually used when Fidel Castro was getting into power, which is a united people will never be destroyed. And that is one of the most communist chants in the whole world. These people don't know what they're asking for. They're asking for communism. They're asking for our country to be destroyed. One of the most amazing nation in the world to be destroyed because they don't know what America really means. They don't know what freedom really means, and they take it for advantage. And that's something that I'm really against, and which everyone that sees these things notice immediately. That's always the same people. People who hate America, people who feel disgust for America, and we just can't have that. And we have to notice something. This is our next generation. If we leave this to be our next representatives, next presidents, next senators, we're destroyed as a nation, because that can't get to government. That can't get to government, because if not, we don't have a nation anymore.
How old are you, by the way?
I just turned 14 2 days ago.
Jeez Louise, good parents, man. Tell me your name, and you got social media, people can follow you?
Yes, so my name is Daniel Ferrer. You can find me on Instagram as Daniel_Ferrer, Ferrer, 2011. You can find me on TikTok as Real Daniel Ferrer, same last name. So really, thank you so much, and these people don't know what they're asking for.
Yeah. Hey, and if we get more Daniels and less Zazers, we'll be in a better position. But you got to stop the Zazer army from taking over this country. 100%. You got it, brother.
All right.
That boy is only 14 years old. Let's be clear, because I want to say his age one more time. He's only 14 years old. This is the thing that irked me so much. And a lot of Americans do this nonsense too. A lot of y'all are marching out with these people. Y'all agree that they hurt these ICE agents. Y'all agree that they tear up these ICE agent cars. Y'all agree to all this foolery. You understand? That this is why this doesn't make sense to me. You as Americans, you want people to come here and destroy where we live at. But I'm going to tell you something, hands down, you could not do that in their country. You couldn't do that. Even Mexico right now, the people are acting crazy to Americans. They want them out of there because they said the I'm saying it wrong. Inflation is so bad for their people that they can't afford certain things because American businesses are moving down here and Americans are moving down here. Okay? They don't want Americans there no more. They've been tearing up the stores and properties that American business owners got. They've been doing nonsense down here to American people. Okay? They don't want them there. Okay? They don't want them there. These are the same people who have come over here and doing nonsense over here, but nobody talks about the shit they're doing to American people down here in Mexico. Okay? Let's be clear. Some of y'all who wish our nation to fall, may thunder fire your mouth. Yes, I said it. May thunder fire your mouth for the foolery that you want to happen to our nation. All the time y'all get in here, I hope America fall and all this other nonsense. Y'all get on my motherfucking, y'all get on my nerve. You understand? Because where will we go? Most Americans do not have a link outside of the U.S. We have traveled out, yes. But where do you go that you can stay if something happens to America? Do you understand? Where do you go? Only people that could be saved if anything happened to America is if you married outside of America. If your husband comes from a different land, you're blessed. Now you have somewhere to go. Okay? Now you have somewhere to go. But if you don't, you stuck here. You stuck here if something happened to America. Why do y'all Americans wish evil upon us, the rest of us, who don't want shit to happen to our birth nation? Y'all crazy. Y'all is crazy. Y'all waiting for shit to break down and y'all think it's funny. This is a 14-year-old baby right here. This is a 14-year-old baby right here, and he's speaking facts. He's saying these people come in, they're the same people who marching. They got other Americans marching. They speaking in a different language, and y'all Americans are copying what they're saying, but you don't even know the meaning of the word. You don't even know the meaning of the word. You don't know. So you're out there chanting a word that you don't know what it means. Just like that time they had y'all chanting in New York, and it was a Islamic word. They had y'all chanting in New York, and it mean the downfall of the U.S. Y'all stupid, and y'all was out there chanting like you knew what the word meant. Some of y'all just get on my nerve, like y'all follow every foolery. You know what I'm saying? Anything that happened, you follow the foolery and you think it makes sense. That y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Okay? Now, when you hear stuff like this, because it's a lot of y'all who get out here, let's be clear. If you went to another nation and you did the same foolery that these people that came here doing a march, tearing up police vehicles, tearing up property and stuff like that, I want to tell you something. The police wouldn't even be able to save you in a foreign country. The people would beat you up. The people would beat you up and set your body ablaze. Yes, they would. Let me share something with you. My husband's birth nation is Nigeria. Right? In Nigeria. You can do nonsense down there. They'll all gang up on you and beat you up. Nigerians will not let you go and burn stores and stuff like that. They wouldn't let you burn police cars and stuff like that. They will beat you up. They'll beat you up. First of all, the police wouldn't even do anything. The police will watch the people beat you up. Shout out to the Nigerian police. They would beat you up. Do you know when we travel back home, Take Heed leaves Americana at home. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? How when we go to foreign countries, we act like we could be Americana in foreign countries. When Take Heed go to Nigeria, I don't act like Americana. I do not. I get in here and I act like I got some sense because I'm not home. I use my manners. If somebody make me mad, I don't curse them out. Not saying I do that here anyway, but I keep my face straight and mind my business because this is not my home. It's not my home. I'm married to a Nigerian, but it's not my home. You don't go there and disrespect someone else's birthplace. And this is what they do. They come here, disrespect our birthplace, burn the flag. Now listen to me. I know some of y'all gonna get in the comment section. It's not illegal to burn the American flag. I know it's not illegal, but it's the disrespect for me. It's the audacity, baby. It's the disrespect for me. Okay? Can you go to a foreign country and burn the Mexican flag? Can you go to Ghana and burn Ghana flag? Can you go to Nigeria and burn their flag? Hell to the no. The people will beat you up. The people will beat you up. But no, us Americans, we watching these idiots burn our flag. We just looking. We just looking at them. Just watch them burn our flag. You know. Oh yeah. It's free speech. This is the thing that irked my nerve, and a lot of y'all Americans who agree with this foolery, won't you go to their country? Go to their country. Tell me how that worked out for you. What nation do you know where you can come over and not have no money, no nothing, right? No money, no nothing, okay? Not even a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, okay? And you go get EBT cards that fall from heaven. You can get housing. They even was giving them cars and stuff. They got health insurance. What country do you know that you can go to and be taken care of like that? Because even when we have to renew our visa and stuff like that, right? They want to know how much money you got in your bank account before you come. There's an amount of money you have to have in your bank account before they even approve a visa for you to go to another country. Some embassies want to know how much, and they want you to show them how much you have in your account before they approve a visa. But America lets everybody come in here. And then they drain on what? Our resources. It's bad enough we already complaining about our own draining our resources. We complain about the single mothers. We complain about every culture in America who is draining welfare. We complain about it. Even though y'all always get the stats wrong, y'all believe black people are draining the welfare system, but the black people is only like about 2%. Everybody else is on welfare. That's Caucasian, Hispanic, all that. They drain the system more than black people, but y'all always get that confused. And so you got these people who are already draining it. Now you got foreigners coming in and they draining it too. Now, what's supposed to happen? What's supposed to happen? You cannot go to another country and do the same. They won't let you. They won't let you. If you don't have enough money in your bank account, they deny your visa. How is that? How is that, Sway? Sway, how that, Sway? How they do that, Sway? They deny your visa. Y'all up here gyrating with these people, ready to cause all types of destruction, and y'all believe that it's ICE agents that are the enemies. ICE agent is the enemy. Let me share something with you. If, and I know a lot of y'all was talking about this as well. Oh, they're deporting people with green cards. Green cards expire. Green cards expire. So you have 2 years for a green card, okay? You also have 10. So if you don't go and renew the 2 years, you're illegally here. If you don't go and renew the 10 years, you are illegally here. So that means they can deport you. See, the news is not explaining this the proper way. If you are illegally here, you can be deported. If you have done any illegal activity, you can be deported. The judge tell you that. They tell you if you do anything wrong here, you can be deported. Arnold Schwarzenegger said it best on The View. He said, when you come into our house, you understand? When you come into someone's house, okay? You supposed to remain respectful. You ain't supposed to do nothing illegal. You supposed to be on the straight and narrow. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. See, The View try to bust his bubble talking about, well, you was a immigrant. He said, yes, but when I came, I respected the house. He said, I didn't do anything wrong. He said, I did what I was supposed to do while I was here. And that's all American people want. Just do what you're supposed to do while you're here. Don't get in here and commit foolery. Good morning, Club King UB. How are you, sir? That's the uncomfortable truth. That's right. That's right. David said it best. He said, how are you here for so many years and not take care of your paperwork? That's what I'm talking about. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. The uncomfortable truth, regardless of what Arnold Schwarzenegger ever done, because I see somebody throwing smoke at him, regardless of what he done, he still said it right. You got to come here and do the right thing so that you don't get deported. Make sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. There are a lot, listen to me. There are a lot of immigrants who come here. They come here to work and take care of their family. They don't come here to whoop on somebody. They don't come here to rob nobody or out here slinging drugs. They don't do none of that. Okay? There are righteous people that are here. But if you are not getting your paperwork done, you are not doing what you're supposed to do, then yes, you can be deported. My American sisters and brothers of every color, let's be clear. If you went to a foreign country, Jay, thank you for the $2 super chat. If you went to a foreign country and you were illegally there, baby, please be advised they're getting you up out of Dodge. Be advised they are getting you up out of Dodge. We don't need to second guess anything. We don't need to be thinking we gonna hide. They gonna get your ass out of Dodge. Do you understand? Jay for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Jay says, deport all anti-black racists. Respect Black America. Ooh, that's rough, Jay. That's rough. So now, this is the uncomfortable truth. Some of y'all Americans who are out there chanting with these people, marching with these people, please be advised, as they tearing up everything, you could not go to their nation and do the same. Let's be clear. You could not go to their nation and do the same. Baby, all hell will break loose. Let's be advised. Now, we're going to get on to the next subject. Okay? We're going to get on to the next subject. All right? Now, I want y'all to hear this because, shout out to President Trump. I want y'all to hear this right here. This is from Young Black and Wealthy on IG and also YouTube. Check out what this man is saying about what President Trump did with the tariffs. Check this out.
Knock your socks off. In the month of June, guess what? The United States of America Government Treasury Department posted a surplus, $27 billion. See, we told you this was going to happen. We told you just wait. This was going to happen. Where did it come from? The Department of Treasury today announcing that we finally have had 1 month where the revenues that came in were over the money that went out. Guess where it came from? You got it. Tariffs. The Treasury's monthly statement revealed that government had posted about $500 billion in outgo and outpay in the month of June while bringing in $526 billion in revenue. The $27 billion surplus was the exact value of the receipts from, guess what? Tariffs, custom duties. So we're bringing money in. Unbelievable. Since the beginning of the year, the U.S. has brought in $108 billion in tariff custom duties. That's $108 billion. Like, let that sink in. And the tariffs have only been in place in some countries for a couple of weeks. Now you times this by all the countries and years and months, and it's going to knock your socks off in the month.
But he didn't know what he was doing when it came to the tariffs. That's what y'all said, right? He didn't know what he was doing. Let's be clear. President Trump is a businessman. Let's be clear. I know a lot of y'all hate him. That's your business. But let's be clear. The man is a businessman. And it's only been, they only count in the month of June that much money is coming in for tariff. Okay? They're only counting the month of June that money came in just for tariffs alone. That's nasty. Shout out to President Trump. Now, I see Johnny in here. He said, we are all so lucky to have President Trump. Thank you from Texas. Texas, Johnny, I hope everything is okay with you down there in Texas. To all the Texas family, I hope everything is all right with y'all. Y'all keep holding fast and y'all continue to work together because I see y'all on the news. Shout out to Texas. Much love going out to y'all from Take Heed to the Message, baby. You understand? Now, I want y'all to listen to this foolery because I'm glad we got on Texas right now. I want y'all to listen to this foolery. Do y'all remember the pediatrician who came to social media and she was talking about that, everybody who voted for Trump in Texas, that she said she hoped they got, I guess they're gone to glory. She was laughing about it on her social media page. I'm going to share something with you. A lot of y'all evil. A lot of y'all evil. Okay? A lot of y'all evil. Okay? Want to share that with y'all. A lot of y'all evil. I don't care who voted for who. We all Americans in here at the end of the day. Should be the last thing that you think about, who voted for who. These people, a lot of people have passed away. A lot of people have passed away down here in Texas. And y'all think that it's just funny. It is not. It is not funny. I don't care who voted for who. You will never hear me be like, oh, that's good for them. Y'all are evil. And so, Sister Girl had lost her job. She lost her job. Okay? You think that's funny? You know what I'm saying? I think it's funny. I think it's funny. I'm glad she lost her job. You're a pediatrician. There's children who passed away in this horrible tragedy and stuff, and you laughing about talking about, they shouldn't have voted for Trump. Get that nonsense out of my face. Shout out to Officer Tatum because he broke this down. Check out what he said.
Apologize now. Remember that pediatric doctor that we talked about that got fired for her gloating about how she was pretty much celebrating and excited that they got what they voted for. When those kids died in that flood that had nothing to do with nobody voting, and now she's apologizing. She claimed the post was before knowing the death toll. You don't need to know a death toll not to be an idiot to say anything about anybody that could be dying in a flood. She said she expressed her deep remorse and took full responsibility. Okay, good. You still got consequences. Said her frustration was aimed at systematic failure, not individual victims. That's not what you said. You said that you hope everybody's safe except MAGA. And you said that, look, the flood and all these people are, they don't have protection. That's what they voted for. Reinforce to her love for her community and working with children. No, bro. You don't get to go back and try to say this now that you got your handed to you. You said what you said and you got the backlash. Your apology is not accepted. I'm glad you got fired. I hope you never be able to practice again. This is not an instantaneous feeling of anger. This is who this woman is.
Shout out to Officer Tatum. Listen to me. I hope she lost. I wanted her to lose her license. I think she should have lost her license. Do you know how many children have passed away from all this horrible stuff going on in Texas? All this horrible things that's going on in Texas. So many people passed away. And you got the audacity, Stephen. She got the audacity to get in here and be like, yeah, MAGA something, something, something. You dumb. You're dumb. Yes. You're dumb. Yeah, you have the audacity. These are children. How dare you? You understand? Listen, that's right, Tiffany. That's right. You have the audacity. Okay? That's the word of the day, Stephen. The word of the day is audacity. You have the audacity to say that. Is Texas not a part of America? Did we separate from Texas? I'm wondering, did the rest of us separate from Texas? Do we think that Texas got cut off from America? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. That you talking about, oh no, I'm talking about the system. No, you're stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. Why would you say that? There's so many families are worried about their children. Some of their kids went camping for the summer. They went, they went with friends and all these things, and they haven't heard from these children. They're still hoping they hear some good news. They haven't heard anything from their children. Lord, I'm done. So now let's get to the next foolery. Now this right here is going to hit a lot of people. This is trigger warning everybody, okay? This is trigger warning everybody. This is a LGBTQ man, and he's a melanated brother. And he said this. So some of y'all might be offended and get upset, but this is what he said, okay? Listen, the truth is the truth at the end of the day. But this is what this brother said about his sons. He got sons. And so this is what he said. So I'm not going to say now, we just going to drop it. We just going to drop it right here. Here we go.
So we're going to talk about it.
I don't know who the fuck need to hear this, but I don't give a fuck what part of the community that I'm from. The moment I had a child, it wasn't about me no more. And as quiet as it's kept, I don't want to raise no motherfucking sissy. Bitch. How about that? I want grandchildren. Now, if you decide to be a part of that lifestyle, I'm all for it. But I'm not enforcing, encouraging none of that. They say, well, you don't show no love and affection in front of your child. No, bitch. Two men's kissing ain't normal. What happens to a child receiving love? Receiving and seeing it is two different motherfucking things. And I want him to receive it. He don't gotta know shit about what I do in my bedroom. That's grown folks' business, bitch. I'm raising me around this motherfucker.
He said, okay. But, and I second that message. Because why do anybody outside of you and whoever you in that room with needs to know what's going on? Like, look at me, and why do you need that attention? There should be regulations on public displays of affection. But as always, what are your thoughts? Like, share, follow for more. And if you're watching from YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But until next time.
So he said it. I didn't say it. You two don't come for me. He said it. I didn't say it. He said 2 men kissing ain't normal. He said that. Somebody from the LGBTQIA+, he said that. He said 2 men kissing ain't normal. Let me repeat it one more time so you hear him.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know who the fuck need to hear this, but I don't give a fuck what part of the community that I'm from. The moment I had a child, it wasn't about me no more. And as quiet as it's kept, I don't want to raise no motherfucking sissy. Bitch. How about that? I want grandchildren. Now, if he decided to be a part of that lifestyle, I'm all for it. But I'm not enforcing, encouraging none of that. They say, well, Pino, you don't show no love and affection in front of your child. No, bitch. 2 men kissing ain't normal.
What'd he say? 2 men kissing ain't normal. They said, you don't show love and affection in front of your children. He said, nah, B. 2 men kissing ain't normal. But when y'all do those pride parades and y'all be walking around here with breasts but JJ hanging out, and you got that pole swinging from side to side in front of kids, y'all believe that's normal, right? Y'all believe that's normal, right? Huh? It's normal. Even married couples, when their children walk in their room, they quick to snatch those covers to cover themselves because they don't want the kids to see them. Okay? Even married couples do it. They snatch those covers. They don't want the kids to see them naked. But when y'all have those pride parades, y'all be walking up and down, booty butt naked. The babies see everything. But that's normal to you. But this man right here, let's be clear what he said.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know who the fuck need to hear this, but I don't give a fuck what part of the community that I'm from. The moment I had a child, it wasn't about me no more. And as quiet as it's kept, I don't want to raise no motherfucking sissy. Bitch. How about that? I want grandchildren. Now, if he decided to be a part of that lifestyle, I'm all for it. But I'm not enforcing, encouraging none of that. They say, well, Pino, you don't show no love and affection in front of your child. No, bitch. 2 men kissing ain't normal. What?
It ain't normal. It ain't normal. But y'all force this on your children. Y'all force this on your children when you know that the natural order is what? Man and woman. Only the natural order that you can bring forth life. Only the natural order you can bring forth life. If you got 2 people eating grass, you can't bring forth life. If you got 2 people swinging bats, you can't bring forth life. When you got one that got a BJJ and one that got a bat, that can bring forth life. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Just wanted to share that with y'all. I saw that on social media. It was good. Just wanted to share it with you, baby. Now, I was watching a balloon popping show. Okay, we're going to get on another subject. Okay? But you know what? Before we get on another subject, let me acknowledge the $2 super chat from Jay. Jay, thank you for the $2 super chat. We'll go back to our content once we acknowledge Jay for the $2 super chat. Okay? Greatly appreciate that. Okay? Now, let me see. Is that too fresh early in the morning? Let me see. Here we go. Here we go. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. I know it was wild. I found it yesterday, so I was like, this is going to be funny. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. I greatly appreciate you, sir. Now let's get back to the foolery. Okay. I came across this yesterday, and it was the balloon popping show. And I want y'all to hear what this brother said to one of the women who was on the balloon popping show. And it touched my heart because I agree with him. I agree with him. It touched my heart. Check out what he said.
I'm going to have to say no.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but
Okay, why is it a no?
attractive lady, I like the way she speaks. The distance isn't the issue. The actual issue for me is I don't think I want to date a woman with daughters. I don't. That can be a very slippery. And one daughter's 15, and that's I don't want to put myself in that kind of position. I'm gonna have to say no.
Now, tell me, y'all brothers in the chat, tell me why this man said no. She got 3 girls, they're teenagers. Tell me why this brother said no. I already know why the brother said no. But my brothers, tell me why would a man say no to a woman that got 3 girls? Tell me why. I already know why. She was shocked. Mind you, he said she's an attractive woman. She's beautiful, everything. But I gotta say no because she got 3 girls. She got 3 girls. Why would he say no to that? Marcus, boom. Go ahead. Go ahead, Marcus. Boom. I like that. That's what it is. That's why he said no. That's why he said no. Because all it takes is for him to have said something to one of those girls to correct them in the house. And then one of those girls can get up and accuse him of doing something. And the mama would immediately what? She's going to immediately report this man. And he may not have done it. It may have been a lie. But she was upset with him. That she didn't like the way he cautioned her. So I do not blame the man for saying that's too much. It's too many. Do you know when you bring another man into the household that's not these girls' father, their hormones go wild. I didn't even know anything like that. I was like, what? If it's not their father, their hormones go wild. You understand? When you bring another man into the household. I didn't even know that. I was like, what the hell? I never heard that before. You know what I'm saying? So with this man saying that, no, she's beautiful and everything, but I can't be with her because of the 3 girls. You understand? Y'all women who got these girls that you know, and I'm gonna share something with you. Y'all know our girls look grown. You understand? Our girls look grown. Be mindful of what you do when you're dating. Do you understand? Your girls are big. Sometimes y'all don't train y'all daughters on how to dress. You understand? So these babies will walk around, you know what I'm saying, around your boyfriend with some booty cut shorts on and stuff like that. And y'all need to train these girls to learn how to dress. Even our daughters, right? We got 3 girls in here, 1 boy. I even tell them, you can't wear that. You're not small no more. You cannot wear that in the house. You gotta fully dress. When you come out your room, make sure you got some decent clothes on. And they be like, Mom, that's just my daddy. No. I didn't say your daddy gonna do anything. I'm saying the respect. You don't come out your room with no booty cut shorts on, tank top and all that. Make sure you got your full pajamas on or you got a house gown on. Don't walk in my house like you crazy. Mind you, these are my husband's daughters, but I don't do that. You don't allow girls to walk around their father like that. Do you understand? And so when the brother said this, I understood wholeheartedly what he meant. I understood wholeheartedly what he meant. Some of y'all have not trained. Charlie, how are you, baby? Some of y'all have not trained these girls properly. And so they'll walk around and booty cut shorts on around your man and stuff like that. And they think it's a cute thing to do. You understand? And let's be clear, a man is still a man at the end of the day. Let's be clear of that. Okay? But I like what the brother said. He said, not me. He said, the devil is a liar, not me. Okay? And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. A woman that has that many girls and as old as they are, they're going to be walking around with God knows what. So now I know the mama gonna think now. She gonna go home and think about that mess. She gonna sit there and think about it. She gonna say, it's them girls. That's why I can't get no man. But actually, mama, it's your fault. Because who lays up and have that many children like that and now you're not married? Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's not blame these babies because they weren't asked to be brought here. But we also have to learn how to train these girls and our sons. We have to look at our sons too, because you're bringing strangers in the home. You understand? You're bringing strangers in the home. So we have to look at our children and make sure everything is all right and everything is on the up and up. Another thing too, y'all got to stop wanting to bring these men around your kids so early. Stop bringing around these men around your kids so early. If y'all don't have a solid understanding that the relationship is going to grow. You understand? You should be going to his house instead of him always coming to your house. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Your first priority is to keep those kids safe. I love what the brother said. He was on point. You understand? I love what he said. He was on point. Tiffany said, I don't think kids should meet who a parent is dating until it's established relationship. I agree with you. Charlie said, that's right. Johnny says, stop sleeping with men who can't be good fathers. Ooh. Johnny, you know what? You're right. You're right. Stop sleeping with men who are not of substance, that they not in their right mind. A brother came to my chat this morning on YouTube, and he said, I see your platform bashes black men, right? And I said, no, my platform only talks about Pookie and Rere, okay? And men who don't have a king mindset, okay? If you don't have a king mindset and you a Pookie and Rere, Take heed gonna dog walk you. But if you are a man that has a king mindset, Take heed gonna humble herself. And so he was upset that I was talking about Dr. Umar. Now, shout out to Dr. Umar, okay? But he shows Pookie and Rere tendencies, okay? There's no way that you think it's a good thing for you to be battling on social media your 21-year-old daughter. Steven said it's the audacity. It's the audacity for me too, baby, okay? How do you battle your daughter on social media? Then you get in here and you talk about women that you have smashed, talking about they were slobbing on the jungle stick. What man of substance will come to social media and talk about what he's doing with women who are not, you know what I'm saying? Women you messing with that are Pukishas and Rakishas, and you're telling us your business. What man of substance? And this is the thing that irked my nerve. Let's be clear. You can't tell me how to run my house if you don't know how to run your house. Let's be clear. You can't give guidance on children if you don't have your house in order. Is that nasty? Did I go too far? Tiffany said, lots of people don't have self-respect. All right now. So, with that being said, I like what the brother said on the balloon popping show. Now, don't get me wrong, the sister was beautiful. She was thick in the hips. She was beautiful. Okay? Let's be clear. She was beautiful, but he said, no, I have to let her go because the girls, there's too many girls. There are too many girls. I don't blame him. Jacob says shame is out the window in this day and age. It is. Stephen co-signing what David said. Oh my God. Charlie said if he did all of that to these women and those women did all of that to him, if it really happened, he doesn't have to share that with the world. He's lying on his poll. Now you right about that, baby. Charlie, you ain't lying. He ain't had to share it with us. Just because he heard that the woman said something about him, he could have ignored it. There's a lot of people who you say stuff about them and they ignore it. They act like they don't see you. You understand? They act like they don't see you. Now he complaining because she said he ate the grass or whatever. Now he talking about that but JJ smelled like 2-year-old rotten fish tank. Now if the fish tank smelled that bad, that means, you know what, if a fish tank is in the house, right? Okay, you can smell that fish tank from outside. So that means if that JJ was in her pants, okay, of course it was in her pants, okay? So that means you smelt it. You smelt it when she walked up on you. Because you could smell fishy pussy. You understand? You could smell it from a mile away. You could smell. Once somebody walk up on you, boom, that's it. You could smell it. So you knew, but you still let her slob on your shango stick. That's what you said. So for the brother who got offended in my content, okay, for y'all who got offended in my content, okay, my video, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I said what I said, okay? I said what I said. Yeah, okay? He brought it to social media. I just responded. That's it. 18 said, it's my understanding he slept with her more than one time, allegedly. Yeah, he said he did something with her about more than 3 times, yeah. So that means, you know, you was doing something. You was doing something, sir. Yeah. Tiffany said, maybe she should get medical attention. I would I would be worried she had an infection. Yes, honey. An infection. Yes, honey. Oh, yes. Now, let's get on to the next foolery of the day. So, Tasha K is the troublemaker. Shout out to Tasha K. But she said this about Dr. Bryant. Y'all all know Dr. Bryant on social media. She is the relationship expert, okay? That's what she is right now. Right now. She's the new relationship expert. And because Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is beautiful, we're not paying attention to the smoke and mirrors. A lot of us is fooled by this woman's beauty. You understand? Even some content creators are fooled by her beauty. But Tasha K is not letting up on this woman. And I'm going to share something with you. Most of the time when Tasha call people out, she be right. She be right. I know a lot of us don't care for Tasha. I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her, okay? But when she call people out, she usually be right, okay? But I want y'all to hear what she said about Dr. Bryant. Check this out right here.
Bulldagger. Hi, Dr. Bryant. How you doing? Just ask yourself, when it comes to Dr. Bryant,
She's the same one that called out Cam Newton and Nick Cannon and them for being narcissistic and toxic, having all these babies with different women, even though the women decided to have babies with them based on the financial status of the men. So we have to do it both ways. We can't just blame the men when it's the women are the receivers. Ain't nobody dumping no babies in me unless I allow it. Dr. Bryant here has a brand. She was counseling teenagers and troubled teens and everything like that, telling them not to be hoes, even though she never gave up that lifestyle. But here's the thing. When these people end up building their brands because they have no other means to make money, and when they rip you off, because I'm sure there's going to be some books, some courses and stuff like that that's going to come out via her, and then you're going to find out, oh my gosh, she never liked men in the first place because her girlfriend booked her on Cam Newton's show for her to sit up and drag men because she's never liked men in the first place because they never treated her how she felt like she should be treated, so by default she gay. She's not even a real gay woman. Go ahead, watch this brother. Shout out to this brother in the pajamas that done called out this code y'all playing with.
There's boundaries to keep that relationship healthy.
Yeah. What's your situation right now?
What's your situation?
Like, you got a man?
I'm dating. I'm single, but I'm dating.
Single but dating?
My favorite bull deck.
Shout out to the man who asked the question, what's your situationship right now? She said, I'm dating. Said, oh, you dating a man? I'm dating. She couldn't even answer the question, I'm dating. But this is what a lot of us do, y'all. A lot of us women are just fooled by some women who come to social media. They so beautiful, and then they start hammering men. Like they start getting in here and they start talking all types of shit about men. And I'm gonna share something with you. Take heed will always take a pause. Anytime you get a woman who come out the gate and she say men ain't shit, men ain't gonna never be shit, men never was shit, you know what Take Heed immediately understands? This woman is eating pussy. That's exactly what Take Heed come to. This woman eating pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I ain't lying to you. Charlie, baby, thank you for the $10 super chat. Let's get in here and acknowledge Charlie for the $10 super chat, baby. Thank you so much. You understand? I said, this woman eating pussy. Here we go, Charlie.
You can't play the hoe out of no bitch. She gotta wanna change.
She gotta wanna change.
Yeah, bitch. You can't play the hoe out of no bitch. She gotta wanna change.
Pastor said you can't pray no hoe out of a B. She got to want to change, damn it. She gotta want to change. All right, now let's get back to the subject at hand. Charlie, no pun intended, baby. You know how I do my content, baby. No pun intended, baby. Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth right here. You see how immediately, okay? You see how immediately Dr. Cheyenne rose from ashes, okay? Rose from ashes to greatness because what? She done disrespected Cam Newton, went on his show and roast Cam. She also went to, what's his name? What's his name? Oh my goodness. Nick Cannon. Went to Nick Cannon, roast Nick Cannon. Because that's what bull daggers do. I got to get in here and let them know who I am. That's what they do. Alleged. But this is what they do. Just like Queen Priscilla, the Queen Maker Priscilla. Same thing. When they get out here, you immediately get to a platform where they only just bash men. Be advised, she eating pussy. How many times have I told y'all this before? Be advised, if a woman, you come to her platform and all she do is bash men, she eating pussy. She eating pussy. Because there's no way you gonna tell me you ain't never meet a man of substance, not one day in your life. You understand? There's no way you can tell me you ain't never meet a man of substance in your whole life. That every man you met, there's something wrong with him, but nothing is wrong with you. And I'm going to share something with you. When you disgrace men on social media, you make the most money. You make the most money because women come out the wazoo. They will come out them purses. You get in here and start bashing men, they come out them purses. Yes, honey. They will come out them purses, baby. But if you get a sister who hold their sisters accountable and say, baby, wait a minute. Wait a minute, baby. Something is not right. And it starts with you. If you get in here and say that mess, they immediately call you a mammy, a pick-me. Okay? Okay, you ugly. You look like Silly from The Color Purple. You look like Aunt your mama. They get in there and call you all types of names. But at the end of the day, baby, you still the problem. You can call me all the types of names that you want. But at the end of the day, baby, you still the problem. Okay? You still the problem. We always have these women in here that they'll give you these false ideology when it comes to men. Yesterday, we heard a sister get in here and say, don't be in here cooking and cleaning and massaging your man down because you need to be married to him. That's what she said. That's what she said. And Take Heed want to advise you, you will never see a ring. You will never see a ring. I didn't say cook and clean for him every day because a wife does that. I didn't say massage him every day, okay? I didn't say go live with him either. You understand? But when you get to spend time with him, you hear me? Come on now. It's the audacity for me, baby. When you go spend some time with him, rub him down, feed him, wash his clothes. You're there. You at his house. There's nothing wrong with doing those things just to let him know, baby, yeah, I can thump in the kitchen. I can also cook and clean. You understand? Let him know. This is what the cow can do. That's like they used to say back in the day. You don't want to buy the cow. You just want to drink the milk. Let him know. Come buy the cow. Let him know, baby, I can do all those things. Come and buy this cow right here. This is grade A. Come buy this cow, baby. There are always women that will walk you out of your destiny. My sisters, y'all better wake up. Now, whoever is in my chat right now and you're cursing and stuff like that, because I see YouTube is hiding what you're saying. If you're cursing, be respectful. Nobody is asking for you to curse or get indignant. That's why your message keep getting blocked. Just talk. Just talk. We all grown folks in here. Okay? Now, Green Bean says she fired if she can't cook better than me. Green Beans, I'm tired. I'm tired. Ain't nothing wrong with teaching somebody, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with teaching somebody, okay? Charlie said, I've been hurt. The never made me jump ship. I know that's right. I know that's right. Me too, baby. I've been hurt too. The uncomfortable truth is that we sit in here and we listen to women who are broken that will give you advice about men and they don't even know how to take care of a man. She sat in here and clearly said, don't do this and don't do that, but she got a big ass ring on her finger. Women will get in here and mess you up and give you horrible advice on how to treat men. The truth is, most of us don't know how to treat men because we didn't see our mama do it. That's nasty, right? I know I said, bitch, what? Yes. Most of us don't know how to treat men because we didn't see our mama do it. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Donate to the page as well, please. And all of y'all who is in my chat, y'all disrespectful. For the 35 that's in here, baby, mama love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for hitting that like button. For the rest of y'all, y'all nasty. Where's the like button at? Just tap the screen. That's it. Tap the screen or hit the 3 buttons at the top. Be nice, okay? Be nice. Hit that like button. Now, the uncomfortable truth is that they give these young women this horrible advice about how you deal with a man. But let's be clear, because she said, don't be giving him, don't give him husband privileges. When he tapping that but JJ, that's husband privilege. You're giving him the top husband privilege when he's tapping that BJJ. But something cooking and cleaning and washing clothes, that's more. That's bigger than him tapping a BJJ. No. The first husband duty is to tap that BJJ. You're giving that to him first. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Cooking and cleaning is not hard. That's what you do in your own house. That's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of y'all fool these younger generations and tell them you don't have to do all this, you don't have to do all that. There was a content creator that I used to rock with, and I remember he said that there needs to be a resume. There needs to be a resume on how you handle yourself and how you do things. There needs to be a resume. The thing is that we quick to tell a man, I ain't your mama. I ain't your wife. I ain't got to do all those things for you. We quick to tell a man that, right? But when the car note come, when the light bill come, when the water bill come, when the cell phone bill come, when I need to get my hair done, when I need to get my nails done, when I need to get my feet done, when I need a little money for lunch, baby, he not your father. Yes. He not your father and he not your husband. So why you asking him for all those things? Why you asking him for all those things? But when he asks you, can you cook me something? Can you wash my clothes? Can you massage me down? You quick to tell him, I ain't your mama. And those men need to quick to tell you, I ain't your daddy. I ain't your daddy. I ain't your husband. For you to be asking me to get your hair done and your nails done and your feet done. You got the money. You got the money because you quick to say that. Let me share something with you. And I have said this many times, but when a man is dating, right? Let's be clear. When he's dating and he has already put this woman, and his mindset when he first met her, he sees her as wife. Understand? Because there's two categories. He either put you in the whole category or he put you in the wife category. This is how you know the difference. If he put you in a wife category, he's going to want to take care of you. He's going to want to take care of you. If he put you in a whole category, you can't get she from this man. All he want to do is blow out your backside. Maybe drop a few dollars on your table, and that's it. He just want to blow out your back. That's it. That's it. That's how you know the difference. And he don't give a damn what you do, okay? He'll never call to see what's going on. He don't care who you hanging out with. But for my sisters, if you want to understand where this man put you, he's the one that's going to ask, babe, where you going tonight? You going out with your friends? Where y'all going at? I just want to know. You understand? I just want you to be safe. Watch your surroundings. Make sure you home on time. I'm going to call you to find out, did you leave the club or did you leave from where you going or whatever like that. That's a man who already put you under his covering. He wants to make sure you okay. What kind of outfit you wearing? I want to see the outfit. Can you video me or whatever like that? Can we do a video screenshot and send it to me? I want to see what you look like. A lot of y'all women will be like, oh, he's a narcissist. He's a narcissist. Oh my God, he's overbearing. He just want to make sure that the person that he loves is okay. You understand? This is the same man when you get a flat tire on the highway, either he's calling AAA or he's coming down there to where you at to fix the tire. That's how you know when a man has you under his covering. When you're about to go to lunch at work and all of a sudden you get a cash app of $25 and he say, babe, I know it's not much, but here's lunch on me today. That's how you know when a man has you under his covering. You don't have to call and be screaming at him, oh, I need $100 for lunch, when you know you don't even eat $100 worth of lunch. You understand? When he worried about your gas tank and he go and say, babe, give me the keys to your car, let me put some gas in your car. Or he tell you, babe, meet me up there at Wawa, let me fill up your tank. You understand? A man who puts you under his covering, you do not have to force him to do shit. A lot of y'all women mess that up. You believe you have to force him to do that. That's why a lot of y'all begin here, oh, my rent is due, my light is due, my water is due, and this and that. No. A man who has you under his covering, he's going to want to help you. Especially if he got it. He's going to want to help you. Y'all be trying to get every little penny out of somebody instead of just understanding who you are. Did he put you in a whole category or did he put you in a wife category? When you can't get she from this man, he put you in a whole category. He just there to blow out your back. Now, let's get to the next foolery of the day. So now, Tasha K dropped this. There's a man who just came home from prison. The woman both of them are melanated. The woman he's been messing with, okay, she sent him over $30K. Okay. Out of all the time he been in jail, she sent him over $30K. And he tired of her. He home now. He tired of her. This is the foolery that y'all do. Y'all go and get these men who do all this. They got muscles galore, everything. You know what I'm saying? He come home, he blow your back out a couple of nights to pay you back for all the money that you done gave him up there in that prison. And then he turn around and he don't want to be with you. And instead of you getting right and looking for a man of substance, not even looking, but getting yourself right and cleaning out everything that is not right within you, for you to meet a man of substance, you wind up with somebody from prison, and after they done blew that back out, they don't want you no more. This is the foolery that take heed. I can't even rock with y'all with this. Shout out to Tasha K. Listen to what this brother said.
I don't want you to think that I used you, because I didn't. After coming out of the joint and seeing how going, I ain't feeling it. Okay. I like to be outside. I like to do fun. You ain't trying to do. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Hey, come here. No, I don't care. What you storming away for? I don't care. So you don't think I used you? Gave you $1,000 for all the clothes? I'm good. And you I'm good. You didn't take the paper. I'm good. I don't want it. Here. I had money saved up in prison. This money was supposed to be the money that could give me a car. Like, without a car, but Shantae coming first though, regardless. What did you steady leaving for? Look.
So 30K she done gave this man while he was in prison. And so he give her $1,000. And so, and so, $1,000 is good because, that's what he think. $1,000 is good because she bought him clothes and all that other stuff. But mind you, she done gave him money in prison, about 30K. Now, he claimed that he had money, okay, while he was in prison, and he saved up money I guess before he went to prison. And he said he wanted to buy a car with that money. He said because where he at, you need a so-and-so car. He was cursing. The uncomfortable truth is that y'all sign up for this foolery because men in prison can't hold you accountable. Men in prison can't hold you accountable. So when y'all get deceived like this, take heed, don't even bat an eye when y'all get deceived like this. Then he turn around and say, how do you feel? How do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Why would you ask somebody how do they feel after you told them that you a street ninja? I'm a street ninja. I like to be out. I like to do things because you ready to get out there and sow your royal oats. You understand? Shay, what's up? He said you played yourself. Yes, honey. Yes. This is the uncomfortable truth. You signed up for this foolery. This man only wanted to be with you because why? You was putting money on his books. This is why they only be wanting to talk to y'all because you put money on his books. Instead of y'all getting right within yourself so that one of Yahweh's sons can come along and capture that behind. You understand? Not, I mean in a good way. Nothing crazy, y'all. Okay? Because y'all switch my words real quick. I'm saying that you go and clean out everything that is not right within you. You understand? That's what you're supposed to do. And so you sat up there and you gave this man 30K. You know what you could have done with that money? You know what you could have done with that money? You gave this man, all the time he been in prison, you done gave this man 30K. And now he talking about he don't want you, he want to be outside. That is nonsense. Purity nonsense. Now, I want y'all to hear this. We're going to go into another one, and then we're going to go into the main event. Thank you to everybody who's shown up. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you for rocking with me today. Thank you to everybody who took time to give me a view. I greatly appreciate that. You understand? So we're going to go into this foolery, and this one is from the JC Slater. This is an amazing content creator. He does a lot of people's stuff, but I want y'all to hear what this woman had said on his platform. Check this out.
Why do men feel as though just because y'all pay bills, y'all should automatically get the cater treatment?
Now, I'm not going to waste my time responding to this video because I think my man here, Meet the Creator, his comment said it best. Once you figure that out, you won't be single. Well said, Mr. Creator. Well said.
And women like this come to social media and they believe they're pumping something. And let me share something with you. Even the days of old, Big Mama knew that she had to have that warm plate. She had to have that house clean. She had to have those kids fed and rested. You understand? So Big Daddy can come home and eat and relax after a hard day of work. And because y'all don't understand the assignment, a lot of y'all just gonna stay single. How dare you even say some nonsense like that? The man is paying all the bills and doing what he's supposed to do, and you gonna say, how dare you believe you supposed to get the cater treatment? That means you don't want this man. That means you just want a work horse. That's it. You just want a workhorse, a work ant. That's all you want. So he's supposed to do all that work and still come home and make his own stuff and clean up everything on his by himself after he done worked all day. That's stupid. And a lot of women who y'all believe that, y'all stupid too. Y'all stupid too. How do you say that and come to social media and you think it makes sense? That's why when some of y'all come to social media, y'all say stuff like this, I immediately come to the conclusion she eating pussy. I immediately come to that conclusion she's eating pussy. I ain't lying. Once I hear women start talking like this, I just like she eating pussy. That's why. Now, let's go to the main event, okay? Okay. Now, Pastor Charles.E. Bell had one of the mothers of the church dragged out by the sheriff deputies. Ain't that crazy? That's the main event, y'all. That's the main event. And this happened in Memphis. They dragged this elderly woman out. It was not even funny. They dragged her out, honey. Shout out to Eric Street News. Shout out to that brother. He clipped this content and I wanted us to discuss it this morning. So the pastor got the sheriffs to drag out one of the mothers of the church because they have an order for her not to attend church no more. She's not the only one. There was a couple of other elderly people that the pastor no longer want them to attend the church anymore. Christianity, the churches have disgraced God's name. They have disgraced God's excuse me. Let me just say his original name. They have disgraced Yahweh's name in the worst way. They have disgraced Yahweh's name in the worst way, honey. Oh my God. Listen to what the woman said. Here we go.
Was wrestled to the floor. One got my right arm, twisted it. I said, oh, you hurting me. Let me help you.
That's how longtime member Ellie Thompson recounts what she calls a painful and chaotic Sunday morning. 3 on Your Side obtained exclusive video of the altercation at Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church. Thompson could be seen being dragged out of the mother's board section and out the door by 2 Scott County deputies. According to Scott County Sheriff Mike Lee, she and other members received court-ordered letters not to attend services any longer. However, Lee told us they violated the court's order and came to service anyway. Others learned Sunday they were stripped of their longtime positions.
I am the Sunday school teacher here. And Mr. Johnson came in this morning and said that his pastor had asked him to teach the Sunday school lesson, and he's taken it over. I was not informed.
Now you may ask, what led to the big blow up? Well, Thompson claims there are several things, including speaking out against Pastor Charles Bell's leadership.
He called himself appointing a finance committee. The church did not put that in effect. We have bylaws and rules that we govern.
Thompson also claims other leaders of the church are not being included in church business.
Why he doesn't include my husband, who is the oldest man here in the church, who is the oldest deacon, I do not know. He makes decisions without his knowledge.
3 on your side did some digging and found several things filed in Scott County Chancery Court. Back in 2024, leaders of the church filed a restraining order and preliminary injunction against 7 members, including Thompson. It claimed that those members assaulted a deacon both physically and verbally on September 15th, 2024. He had to be hospitalized. It goes on to say that all those defendants verbally threatened and assaulted the pastor, First Lady, and other members of the church. Now, Thompson filed a statement to the church's lawyer saying she had no involvement in that altercation.
All the preachers that have been here and gone, if you get in touch with them, they would tell you that I have been a faithful warrior. Nothing but welcoming, greeting guests that comes in.
3 on your side requested to speak with Reverend Bell Sunday about everything that has transpired, but was told he wasn't available.
This is the problem when these churches, right, say when they ready to retire the pastor, or the pastor passed away. And so they get a young blood into the church, you understand? And so the young blood comes in and design the church the way he wants it to go, and not even seek any advice from the elders. You understand? And I'm going to share something with you. This is why our community is lost the way it is, because we don't respect our elders. We don't. Now I'm going to share something with you. I'll tell you something. If an elder is telling you foolishness, I would tell you not to listen. Okay? I would tell you not to listen. If it sounds crazy, I would tell you not to listen, because some elders don't know how to get in here and give you wisdom. Some of them are foolish. But you have women and men who have been attending this church for God knows how long, and they are explaining to you how the church usually runs. Why can't we just hear their insight? You understand? Not saying kick them out of the church. Why can't we hear the insight? You understand? That doesn't make sense that you had to drag this older woman out the church. Y'all could have hurt her. You could have hurt her. Y'all dragging her out on Sunday morning. She could have got hurt. Those sheriff deputies could have hurt her, broke her arm or whatever, and all because, Pastor, you don't want her in the church no more. You understand? You don't want her in the church no more. How do you, yes, the hip too, Stephen, how do you just tell these older couples they can no longer go to this church, and they've been in this church longer than you because you the new pastor? Deborah, how are you, honey? You the new pastor. You don't want to see them around the church because they have some reservations on how the church used to be ran, and you have changed it. So these same elders would know what's the finances and stuff like that. And now you don't even tell them, because why? Why is it a hidden secret about the finances? You're supposed to be able to tell a congregation where their money is going. This is why I'm going to share something with you. Church is not my cup of tea. I won't even lie to you. I'd rather just pray to Yahweh. Church is not my cup of tea. I'd rather just talk to him, because y'all do too much church business. That's what my king always say, church business. Y'all do too much church business that run people away from Yahweh. All because of y'all attitudes and the way y'all handle things. Okay? Stephen said, it's entertainment. It's entertainment. Green Bean said, did the older lady get injured? I'm not sure. They didn't say. Green Bean said, church is a hustle now. Listen, baby, you tell no lies. You told no lies. It's nonsense. This woman could have gotten hurt. All because y'all don't want these people into the church no more. When you could have talked to these elders and figure out what you need to do. Y'all the youngins that's coming in there, and the elders been there for a long time. Why throw them out like that? It doesn't make sense. Then you done switched the Sunday school teacher with a new Sunday school teacher. That doesn't even make sense. And why? Let me share something with you. When you're older, most older people, they need a reason to get out their house. They need a reason to get busy. And church functions help them get busy and get out the house. Church functions help them get busy and get out the house. Give them a reason to wake up because they got to go down to the church. Somebody got to clean the church. Somebody got to cook Sunday dinner after church. It's a blessing to have those elders in those churches. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some elders that might act a fool, and you need to go talk to them. But let's not hurt the elders. Let's not do that. I can't sit there and agree with that. Sometimes, you know what, y'all, the black churches, y'all do too much. Y'all do too much. Some of y'all do too much. And y'all act like y'all holier than thou. And this is why a lot of people running away from God. What do you say to God when he asks you, why did this one and this one and this one run from the church? You know what made me stop going to one of the churches that I had attended when I lived up north? And this broke my heart because I loved the church. You understand? I loved this church. Me and my husband had attended this church a couple of times, and I fell in love with the church. Okay? So, now, I was always told that I had a gift for when I was young, right? To speak life, and my prayer to Yahweh made people break down and cry when I prayed. I remember an older woman had said that to me, and she spoke that over my life. So when I started going to the church, this particular church in Elizabeth, I remember that Yahweh had sent me a vision, and he said, I want you to clean this church. And I said, what? He said, I want you to clean this church. I want you to be a cleaner in this church. And I was wrestling with what God was telling me because I was like, wait a minute. I know how to speak in tongues. I was like, wait a minute. When I pray, people cry when I pray. Wait a minute. I kept asking God, like, how you make me a cleaner? He said, because that's what I want you to do. I want you to clean this church. So I went to, and this was a family church. So the sister and the brother was the pastor, but the sisters ran everything. So I went to one of the sisters and I asked her, I said, God had touched my heart to be a cleaner at the church. And she looked at me and she said, are you serious? I said, yes. She was even shocked that I said that. So she said, well, right now we don't have any positions open, this and that, right? So I said, okay. So now something happened where one of the sisters had called me. I think I had missed one Sunday or something like that. So one of the sisters had called me and she started talking bad about her brother to me on the phone. Saying, oh, pastor didn't call you. He didn't check on you, that you was out Sunday, this and that. And I said, pastor is busy. It's a lot of us in that church. It's okay that I wasn't there for Sunday, She was like, he's not a good pastor. Her own brother, she said that. He's not a good pastor. He doesn't know how to handle the congregation. Okay? She said, I don't know why my father gave him the church. Mind you, the brother is heavily anointed. He's heavily anointed. You can see it on him and his face and everything. He's heavily anointed. The sister is not. So the father was right to pass on the church to his son. Okay? But she was kicking her brother back in, and I couldn't believe it. And that's what turned me off to the church. How dare you call a stranger to talk about your brother? That I think he's a good pastor and I like his wife too. They had so much stuff going on in that church, baby. I was like, not me. Not me. When I told my husband said, what? I said, not me. My melanated brothers and sisters, I don't believe a lot of y'all who go to church want to be like Christ. Is that nasty? Did I go too far? I don't believe a lot of y'all. Mind you, I'm a heathen. I'm judging from outside. A lot of y'all quick to throw in, judge ye not and ye shall not be judged, and who is without sin cast the first stone. But y'all do the most in those churches. And just by scripture alone, you take scripture out of context. Y'all threw this older woman out the church, a couple of older people, not just one. But y'all threw out the wisdom out of the church. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Yet y'all threw all the wisdom out of the church, where the elders can teach you about the walk. Sometimes I laugh so hard because you want to know why? When Yahweh do come back, he ain't coming back for none of those mega churches. He ain't coming back for none of those mega churches. All y'all who believe that you're going to make it to heaven, be advised that some of y'all live in delusion. One thing that I have learned about Yahweh, and I will always keep this in my heart and mind, that he can see and know your heart. Regardless of how many times you speak in tongues, regardless of how many times you jump up and believe you in the Holy Spirit, Yahweh can see through you. He knows your heart and mind. All y'all who have lied to church members, all y'all have brought your flock to foolery and had them to believe in something that Yahweh calls an abomination. May God see you and deal with you accordingly. I'm done. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. Thank you to everybody who took time to rock with me today. I greatly appreciate that. You understand? Thank you for taking time to be here with me, for hitting the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who took time to donate to the channel. And if you want to donate after the stream is off, Cash App and Venmo is available, okay? And the links in my bio. If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see shop. No. I'm sorry. If you want to buy merch, go check the links in my bio. We have our main website, ubandraxfashion.com, Mercari, POSHMARK, and eBay. The links are in my bio. If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see shop or store. Okay? They got hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, all that good stuff. Y'all go check that out. Okay? With me in cartoon form and bubble letters in the back that say take heed to the message. Much love to you all. Okay? Thank you so much, everybody. So, listen, y'all be safe out here, okay? Have a wonderful Sunday, okay? Much love to you all. And it is what it is, baby, okay? It is what it is, honey. Y'all stay vigilant, my sisters, my young sisters. Stay vigilant. Stop letting these older women fool you. These older women will block your blessings, and you will be sitting there old and alone, just like them. That's why they give y'all this false ideology about men. They don't even know anything about men. They have never seen good men because they have not taken the time to clean out everything that is not right within them. Okay, peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. See y'all tomorrow, God willing.